I am Mark Alvarez. I am the CEO and founder of Lightwings Promotions, a digital marketing and creative branding agency in San Antonio, Texas. I'm also the author of Lightwings, the Altruist Manifesto, a fantasy novel that is set to release in spring 2021. Very excited, very excited. I have my tattoo here of Lucia, the main character of Lightwings, the Altruist Manifesto. Fairly new. I thought, it'd be the easiest way to manifest my story into my real life. I've been working on it for the past 10 years. I think my whole life I sort of had very high expectations of myself. It was enough of bad things happened to me, so therefore I'm gonna do more bad things, or I had a very painful and tough life, therefore I want to bring pain and suffering onto others. And no, I never saw it that way, even though my life wasn't the easiest. Both my adoptive and biological fathers were in and out of prison, and my mom wasn't necessarily the best mother. I love her to death, but she put us through a lot of hardships and a lot of danger. She's dangerous, and there were just a lot of bad people in my life. And long story short, getting shot in the face when I was 4 years old, it put me on this mission. I had to make a difference. I had to use this story to sort of propel myself into a new definition of life. I would not let the scars on my face or my gunshot define me. I would find a new way to define myself outside of the scars on my face. So I became a writer. I always had ambitions to become a journalist, but I didn't want to be the type of journalist that was talking about bad things happening in the world. I wanted to be the type of journalist that was talking about
I didn't want to be the type of journalist that was talking about bad things happening in the world. I didn't want to be the type of journalist that was talking about bad things happening in the world. I wanted to be the type of journalist that was talking about good things happening in the world. And that's why I like marketing so much, because marketing is providing people with solutions to everyday problems. It's providing people with products that
to everyday problems. It's providing people with products that make their lives better. It's providing people with ideas and inspiration. And I think we need to share the little pieces of ourselves that are good. Let's venture back a few years to the age of 21, whenever I learned of my biological father's whereabouts and was finally given the opportunity to actually meet and speak with him. I could not tell you how monumentally disappointed I was to find out who he was, because me and him are nothing alike.
It's not true. That's impossible. No!
Both my fathers were drug dealers, and it just kind of makes you kind of just sad. And you're just like, oh, well, I don't come from prestige or privilege or a legacy of any sort. I ultimately had to develop and build my own, which is kind of what I've been doing this entire time. So who cares? Who cares? I'm just drawn towards things of a good nature and sort of rejectant to the things that I feel or know to be bad. So I'll go ahead and close with this. Go after the things that are challenging. Challenge yourself, stretch yourself, be everything you want to be, because that is gonna lead you to the greatest outcome. You're gonna end up with a legacy so great that people will remember you for ages to come, and generations after you, within your family and your bloodline. When you break the chains of the sins of your forefathers and those you left behind, you ultimately end up freeing everyone who comes after you. So lead with your convictions, lead with your values, because remember, those whose convictions shine the brightest go into places where their light can shine the most bright. So if you have a strong conviction, you're always gonna find yourself in a dark place, because as it goes, the altruist is there to bring people out of the darkness and into the light.